Hi, welcome to Sue Marie P. My name's Sue and today I'm going to share a fun dessert idea, a giant choc chip cookie cake. That's right, I'm going to do it in my 20 centimetre round springform cake tin, or you can even do it in a 23 centimetre cake tin. So if you'd like to see how I make it, stick around. So first step is you need to pop the oven onto 170 degrees C to get that preheated. This only takes 10 minutes prep and 25 minutes in the oven, so you can have dessert ready in less than an hour. And you can pre-make the cookie dough, pop it in the fridge in the container, and then just bake it when you need it. And it's delicious, served with ice cream. So in this bowl, we need to whip up some butter. So I've got 140 grams of softened, unsalted butter. And I like using two types of sugar. I'm going to use half a cup, 100 grams of caster sugar, and 100 grams of soft light brown sugar, but you can use dark brown sugar. I like the kind of soft, chewy cookie style, and that's what happens when you add brown sugar. So let's mix these two up together. So I should give a shout out to Riley. Riley's one of my viewers from Australia. Hi Riley, hope I've said your name right. Riley requested this style of cake she wanted to make it for her birthday, and she wanted a spelt version, the way I do it. And I had a little play when I was on holidays recently and came up with this version, which is pretty much like my other chocolate chip cookie recipe, which I'll pop a link up above. And I've just tweaked it slightly, I think. I can't remember, but anyway, so this is courtesy of Riley. I just popped a large egg in as I was talking. Grabbing a spatula to help me mix that around the edges. I need to check my notes. So I've creamed the butter sugar. Yeah, so when I made this the first time, I had to do it by hand because I didn't have any machine. So it's much easier to whip it with a machine. Okay, we need to add some vanilla. So I've got my homemade vanilla here, and it's just half a teaspoon, or you can do less or more, just depending on taste. So in this bowl, I've got 1.5 cups of white spelt flour, but you can just do regular flour if that's what you prefer. And I'm going to add in 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, which is optional, and half a teaspoon of baking soda. I just like to whisk those, this bowl's quite small, together before I pop them in. So I'm just going to pop in all of that flour. The cookie dough starts sticking to the beaters. So I'm just going to swap over and do the final bit with a spatula. I was meant to beat my egg before I put it in, but I didn't, so that's fine. It'll still be okay. And we're a dark chocolate family here. We love dark chocolate. So I've got these dark chocolate chunks, 100 grams, which is one kind of small packet. So I'm going to fold those in. But if you prefer milk chocolate or white chocolate, you can pop them in. And you can be creative if you have little kids or big kids in the family that like M&Ms. You can add M&Ms in. I didn't go out and buy any because I'm going to put some colourful sprinkles on top. So that's our cookie dough done. Now we're going to pop it in the 20 centimetre ring that I said. And I'm going to do a really easy thing. I'm going to scrunch my paper up and go and wet it under the tap. So my paper's moist, and then I just unfold it. And then it's just, you can place it into all the little crevices a little bit easier. So I'm just using a pre-cut paper, so it's not very wide, but I think it'll be fine. Now scoop this out. And then you can either flatten it down with your hands. My hands are still a bit wet, so I'm going to just use my hand to get in there and flatten it down. And so much quicker than making individual cookies. Or you can use a spatula, like an icing spatula, just to squish it down. You just want to make sure it's all flat. And then for fun, because it's almost Christmas time, I'm going to add in it's a tablespoon of coloured sprinkles. And I'm hoping that these ones don't bleed into the cookie dough, but if not, that'll be fun because that's what often happens with sprinkles. If anyone's got any ideas on how to stop the sprinkles bleeding into your cakes and cookie doughs, pop a link below or send me a note below. And I've got some silver ones just for fun. I'm putting them on as well. They're edible silver balls. And let me just check if my oven's hot enough. So my oven is hot enough. I'm going to bake this for 25 minutes and I'm going to test it with a skewer to make sure it's done in the middle, and then we'll chop it up and have a little taste test. The oven timer is going off, so I'm just going to check it. It smells great. So I'm going to pop my little skewer in. Comes out clean, it's ready, but I need to let it cool on the bench for about 10 to 15 minutes before we can move it and chop it up. Just wanted to zoom in and show you what it looks like. It looks kind of fun. So it's time to cut the cookie cake. It's still quite warm. I'm going to gently move it there. I was trying not to crack it or anything. I think it looks a little bit fun with this. The silver sparkles haven't really lasted and the colourful things have bled a little bit, but I think it looks fun. So let's do a little chop, and it'll be still really soft because it's just out of the oven. Look at that. All my choc chips have all melted into each other. I still think it's going to be a little bit gooey, so I'm going to pop it on a plate. It's kind of like eating hot cookie dough. Usually it's great served with vanilla ice cream, but I'm just going to eat it without. It's still a little bit gooey. I think I undercooked it slightly, so I don't mind it a little bit soft and gooey. It makes it even more delicious. Give this a go and let me know. Write a comment below. And hit the thumbs up if you've liked my fun little cookie cake. And don't forget to consider subscribing if you're new. And make this for Christmas if you're looking for a fun dessert, or just a celebration cake, or just for no reason. And I'll pop a few other links up above that you might want to check out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm going to just eat this off camera.